Welcome to the Natural Wonders. My name is DJ, and I am your faithful dungeon master.
Hello, I'm Dion. I play Galium.
What's up?
Good morning. This is David playing Otter 314.
Brian Fantana. I'm Corey. I play Hector Von Klaus.
I'm Jason. I play the Rattler.
All right. So, our warm-up activity today to get into role-playing is, you guys have some history already that you've created before this adventure started.
Mm-hmm.
And during that history, you guys have, you probably have maybe trinkets or something on you or things that have some sort of value, whether actual monetary or sentimental value. I want to go around. That's picking up on the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to go around, and I want you to think of maybe a trinket or an item of personal value that you have on you, and describe what makes that item valuable to you on a sentimental level.
I carry this satchel around me. So I can put stuff in it.
Okay.
Purse.
No, it's a satchel.
It's a satchel.
So whenever I'm like knee deep in somebody's house that I don't belong there, and I see something that I like that I need for investigation, I just kind of slide it in the satchel. And
Where
then,
did you get the satchel?
I bought it just from a store.
Was it your money or your parents' money?
Both.
So
They
then,
gave it to me, so it makes it mine. But it was theirs first.
Did you steal it from your parents?
No, I always ask for money.
Okay. All right. Banook? If you don't have one, maybe someone else has one. I know Jason, I told...
I have a necklace with a tiger tooth on it because I grew up with a pack of tigers, and it helps me fit in more with the tigers when I have it.
Okay.
on my neck, yeah.
All right.
Part of my items there that I have with me that I feel that are somewhat sentimental and representative of my historical being, with my hood, cloaked hood, represents sort of kind of a disguise of my metallic body and robotic arms and such. Being in the past a robot that was used in the industrial manufacturing process, I have a belt clip that has numerous tool attachments that I utilized in my prior life, and I keep that on there, whether I can't figure out how to get them off me. Plus, they could be utilized in the future.
Inspector Gadget belt.
Exactly.
All right.
I have a little, my little miniature there.
Uh-huh.
I have a tabard with the sigil of St. Cuthbert, or the sigil of St. Cuthbert, that I got from the monastery that I trained at, or the whatever it would be.
What would it be?
The monastery.
I mean, I'm asking. I don't know off the top of my head.
I forget
Just
what
make
it
it up.
was.
Just
No,
make it
no, but this is part of
okay.
established backstory where I
Okay.
trained with them or whatever.
Okay.
Whatever that was, some kind of retreat. Whatever, it gives me advantage on insight checks.
I don't think so.
And +3 wisdom.
Good try. Good try. How did you feel when you finally received that tabard?
Accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
And it gave me a sense of purpose and a heavy drive to seek out deceivers.
Mm-hmm. I see. This is the guy who tortured and...
I did not lie about it.
All right.
Fair enough.
Rattler.
As I was escaping,
Okay.
New Brannon on train, the woman I love handed me a note before she disappeared, and it's my only clue to finding her again.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So I keep that on me at all times.
Okay.
What's it say?
Hawkwing.
Do you look
Nice.
at that note often? Are you like obsessed over that note at this
Oh yeah,
point?
he's obsessed with
It
Hawkwing.
says Hawkwing busted nut inside.
It doesn't say that. No, it doesn't. All right. So previously on the Natural Wonders, the Rattler had snuck off to Old Brown ahead of the party, and on his way looking for the slug, following the few clues he had, he bullied knowledge out of a defenseless family, including a mother and her 2 children, before stumbling upon the onslaught of a gang war between the Old Brown Boys and the South Lane Slashers. It was through that gang war that the Rattler, quote, befriended Tristan, very loosely term, who was in the middle of organizing the rise of the South Lane Slashers as the lead gang when the Rattler promised him a golem. From that point that the Rattler went back, gathered the party, and you guys advanced and managed to break into the South Lane Slashers hideout where you stole the map, a diamond, a schedule of some sort, and then left Otter 3.14 back there while you guys advanced to the slug.
Are you letting Tinker?
What is it?
He just kind of hopped up here and grabbed the sucker and then going to town on it.
Ugh.
Okay.
So first we go to the South Lane Slashers headquarters where Otter is in the room in Tristan's main room. There's no map anymore because that was stolen.
How'd they get in?
What do you mean?
Because
The door
They had to climb through the window. Tristan's not very happy about that. And so from that, they were able to slowly hack away with some axes at the door. So all that fine mahogany woodwork is destroyed, and Tristan's not very happy about that. So thank you.
How much of the hideout got burned?
About 20% of it. Like that whole wing is pretty much toast.
Nice.
So you don't know that.
I lit it in their armory.
Yeah. So you're not going to know what exactly was burned.
The fire made a magical sword of fire. Plus 710.
So Tristan is sitting at he's standing at the table, menacing, overlooking like 4 or 5 of his, what you determine, Otter, to be his generals. And they're talking, and one of the guys is like, the last thing was said is,
Wait, generals?
yeah.
She said genitals. It's like what
No.
you assume to be Tristan's genitals.
No.
His 4 genitals.
No, just his generals. And they're updating him on what happened. He's like, how did this attack happen? He's like, well, sir, from what we can gather, it was the Rattler. And he slams his hand on the table. What do you mean, the Rattler? Yeah, he said the Rattler strikes again or something like that before he left. I want him dead. Now, Otter, and he looks at you. He's like, Otter, you followed this guy. What do you know about him?
I don't know much about him other than I'm very upset at this whole plan that I was along with the ride to try to
Lower cover.
find out how to get to the slug. And should I be revealing this
It's whatever
stuff?
you want to. It's whatever Otter wants to reveal. What would Otter do? Okay, before we start, how does
He's
Otter?
a no good, double crossing little maggot.
Interesting. There's a lot of emotion behind that droid face. Where is he going, Otter? What do you know? What's their plan?
Their plan is to find the slug.
The slug. I see. And he looks at the generals, and even though he's not the tallest guy in the room, the way he carries himself, he looks like he could be the tallest guy in the room. It's very menacing. And he's like, call the rest of them. We're going to war. And then we cut back to you guys at the slug. And remember, you guys left off. You now it is revealed that the slug is actually some sort of inn/tavern thing. And you guys are outside the slug, and there are, people, like young kids running in and out carrying stuff at this point. There looks to be a lot of them. Okay, so there's a lot of hustle and bustle going on between the door, inside, leaving the slug.
So let's just casually walk.
All right, so the first thing I want to do is take off my red bandana.
Solid plan.
Take off my.
And I sort of, like, throw it away.
I don't ever put it on.
Okay.
Corey, did you have one on?
Yeah. I don't have one on. I have it with me, I guess. Well, I know the guy took it from us, remember?
Yeah, you're right. He did take it from you.
But I pull the rattler aside and do you understand what St. Cuthbert inspires in people?
What's that?
Truth. So you can understand my concern when I realized that you knew all along that Otter 3.14 was going to be taken from us.
You didn't ask me, though.
Yes, we did. You said they just wanted to talk to him.
And I'm sure they're having a pleasant conversation as we speak.
If we do not get Otter 3.14 back, me and you will have a couple choice words to share.
I promise you, the safest place for Otter right now is with Tristan. Yeah.
With the what looks to be borderline psychotic gang leader.
And what kind of promise? Is this the same promise you promised when you said that they were just going to talk to him?
Yes.
Well, at least he's honest.
Listen, there's a lot of
We have to stick together, guys.
there's a lot of stuff going on right now. And I know that the slug plays a central role in what's going on. So once we figure out what's going on, we can go back for Otter. We can clear everything up, and we can all be on our separate ways.
Sounds good to me.
What's going on in you? What are your thoughts right now, guys?
I don't want to share.
I'm just saying we go in the slug and just get it at whatever we gotta do. Just figure it out.
What we get the slug for?
Well, because when we put the piece of paper into Otter, he projected the hologram that had the three things: the slug, Hawkwing, and Update 6.0.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I say we just stroll up to the booth and say, like, casually, yo, anything about a Hawthorne?
Hawkwing.
At this point, I kind of want to keep my hood like all the way up to where like my face isn't shown, just in case like we get goon squatted.
Okay.
I don't wanna
So is it still the day before the autumn truce, or
Yes.
are we like on that day?
No. It's the day before.
Okay.
Between the walking to the Southland Slashers hideout and then from going that to the slug, it's about midday at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna just stroll up to the bar and I'm gonna just.
So you're walking in
Yeah.
right now to the. Are you sure? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So you walk in, and compared to the rest of Old Brown, this place is completely out of place. Like, it is a very well put together bar. The bar is well polished. Everything's so well
Is
maintained.
it better than?
Nothing's better than the bread event. For the Old Brown, this is like the nicest place you could conceive. You never thought this was possible in the Old Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the tables are all well put together. The chairs, they all have 4 legs. Like, nothing's damaged. The windows have like a nice stained glass to them. And there's a middle-aged lady behind the bar. She's not polishing any mugs or anything, but there's a bunch
What kind
of,
of bar is this?
I don't
Turn
trust
off.
her.
That's a turn off.
but there are like a bunch of kids there, and she's like, they're scribbling down notes and stuff, and then she's ushering them on. They're running out the door right now, and she's standing there. There are really no patrons at the bar at this point, or in the.
Basically, what he's trying to say is she is a yellow exclamation point.
Take it for what it is.
I go up to the bar and sit up and order an ale. One of the ales that I mentioned going to the guys. What was the
Tristan, the leader of the Southland Slashers.
I was at the Southland Slashers headquarters, and I was served a magnificent ale. I would like that.
Where did you say you're from?
I slowly back away from
You guys have just a knack for saying like the worst thing you could
It
say.
had to be the worst. I'm from the south end.
No, I met with Tristan
That bastard.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of it myself. But
What are you doing here?
you coming to get a drink?
Who are you with?
My
I'm
boys
outside.
cracking a
I'm
cold.
outside. I didn't
I'm
know
not
that.
with
At
anyone.
least to have the red bandanas on.
No,
your
I
arm.
don't have a
No,
red
it's the
bandana.
red.
Do you see a bandana on me, Mrs.?
No. Whose colors do you fly?
I fly no colors. I'm my own man.
Who are you?
Hector von Klaus. I am a ardent follower of Saint Cuthbert, seeker of truth,
And what brings you to Old Brown then?
business.
An Old Brown, huh?
You find a lot of liars in these parts.
That's the truth. Tristan's the worst of them all.
What do you know about him?
What do you mean? Everyone knows everything about him. He's the leader of the South Lane Slashers, the most ruthless gang to rise up in the last 6 months.
Bastard.
Alright, I walk up.
But do you know what ale I'm talking about? It was really good. Just
Yes,
they said
yeah.
they got it here. and-
Yeah, of course. And she comes back, and it's very good. It's even better cold.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how they keep it cold, but it's
It's magic. dude.
right.
Just steampunk setting. What do you mean how they keep it cold?
Gosh, that's good. And I just kind of, and then I slam it down, and whenever you get a chance, I'd like another one, really.
Okay, do you want me to open up a tab for you?
No, I shouldn't be more than this. Two is good for me.
Where are your friends? I saw some of you guys.
I'm already
out-
in there. So.
Friends is very loosely defined in this.
Yo.
I've got some asshole pretending to be a Southland slasher.
Is that really what you say?
No, friend is a very loosely defined term, more of a common goal per se.
I see.
Yo.
Is that really what Bannock says?
Yo.
The monk or whatever the
The ranger?
the ranger,
Raised with tigers?
the urban ranger.
Hawkwing.
Hawkwing, what does that mean?
Does it ring a bell? Hawkwing. Hawkwing.
Not off the top of my head. I can't. Hawkwing, is that a person or is that a place?
Just the word Hawkwing.
The word has no meaning to me. I'm sorry.
That's all I got.
While they're talking to the bartender, can I try and sneak into the back office or something? Like,
Sure.
see if there's a back office?
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
9?
And as you try to sneak in, you see like 2 golems guarding the door, and they just kind of shoo you back towards the front.
Oh, pardon me. I must have gotten turned around.
Galen, what are you doing?
I'm just chilling outside. Just waiting
Okay.
for them to come out.
And there are, obviously more kids going back and forth. Like-
Okay. I say we snatch one of these kids' notes.
Oh. No.
I'm going to go talk to one of the kids.
Yes. How are you doing? I'm sorry, I have to hurry.
Where are you hurrying off to?
I've got to go send this letter
To who?
to one of the gangs. I'm going to the Westmore boys.
Why is this letter so important?
What do you mean why this letter's so important? It's the gathering.
What kind of gathering?
No, the gathering.
I understand that, but where are we gathering and what for?
Here, it's the slug.
So
It's
all
the gathering. It's never happened in my life. It's the gathering of all the gangs.
for what reason are all the gangs gathering?
The South Lane Slashers.
What about them?
They have to be dealt with. They're the top gang in the Old Brown now. Don't you know anything about the Old Brown?
Yes, I'm quite familiar. I've lived here all my life. So tell me, what do you know? What are you doing here? Like, is that your mom? Like,
No. I mean, she's like a mother to all of us. This is a safe
like
place.
abduct you or like a grandma? What's going
No,
on
I mean,
here?
she takes care of us. She feeds us.
Does he not get worried at all that he's wearing a Southland Slashers armband?
Took it off.
No, I took it
Oh,
off.
okay, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no, he took it
not
off.
paying attention.
Where are your parents at?
Parents? What do you mean, parents?
Me too.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. I haven't had my parents in a long time.
Listen. Oh, can you? What is he wearing?
Like ratty clothes.
Are we about the same size?
Yeah. Sadly, no.
my god.
Oh, he's gonna attack.
You're a goblin. I was just burned.
Such a good idea, though.
Ask for his clothes. Ask for
Listen,
his trade.
little buddy. Can you point me in the direction of the restroom?
Yes, it's back that way.
Can you show me the way?
I really have to deliver this note. This letter is super. It's the gathering.
Listen, I've been holding this in all day. I could really.
It's right down the hall. It's not that far.
I could really use some help here, buddy.
And he goes in the back and has you follow him. This way. It's right here.
All right, I knock him out.
All right.
Jesus.
He's knocked out.
What?
I'm gonna
Down,
take
boy.
his clothes and put them on.
So this young kid, you're taking his clothes off.
What little clothes he probably has to his name.
I have to blend in. And I'm gonna wrap like a little shawl around my head
How
to cover
can
my
you
ears.
possibly tell me during the week that everyone starts all these random fights and does all these bad things, and you're stripping a kid of his clothes to blend in?
I'll give him a
And you're
copper.
probably wearing rogue clothes, aren't you? How do you not blend in?
Well, I already failed to get past the golems the first time, so if I'm a kid that works there, I might be able to slip past them now.
Okay.
That's assuming the kid's even allowed back
The
there.
kid's just gonna run back.
No,
butt
but
naked.
let's just assume and go for it.
The kid's gonna come back butt
All right,
naked.
so
and he's
he's still got like his underwear on.
You don't think he's gonna
What's gonna
recognize
happen when he
you?
wakes up? Well, I'm not there. Whatever.
All right. So you strip him of his clothes. He's got his undergarments on. You've got children's clothes.
Yeah, Hector's already decided to associate as little with the Rattler as possible.
Can I put like a shawl over my head to cover my ears up?
Do you have a shawl?
I don't know. I can like.
Wrap his boxers around your head.
That's okay. I don't need a shawl. So I'm gonna go back to the golems, dressed up as the kid now, and be like, "Excuse me, just heading towards the office for the boss."
And they shoo you off.
Put his clothes back on while he's unconscious.
Can I persuade them to let me past?
They're gone.
Sure.
Do I have to roll, or do you want
Well, yeah, you gotta roll.
to? Okay. 13.
No. Dang it.
All right, so then I'm
Move
gonna
on.
go to the bartender. Hey,
What
Grandma.
are you doing with those clothes? What happened to your other clothes?
It's me, Grandma.
I just.
It's like Red Riding
I
Hood.
act like he's the
Little Red
cutest. I
Riding
act
Hood.
like he's the cutest little boy. I act like
Alright,
he's
let's
the cutest
do-
little boy.
Let's do deception versus insight.
I act like he's.
I roll a
I'm
deception.
kind of.
Yes.
I'm watching this all happen.
6.
12.
You
Well-
know what? Maybe I will open up that tab.
Oh, well, I do need a lot of you right now. Okay. Wait a minute. You have the letter in your hand, don't? Do you have the letter in your hand?
Yes.
Okay. What are you still doing here?
Well,
Go.
okay.
Go. We need the letters delivered. The gathering starts tonight.
So I guess I'm gonna deliver the letter now.
You don't know where it's going.
All right.
Seriously, I call the barmaid over. I will open up that tab now.
All right. And she goes and gets you another drink. And Banuk, what's going on with you right now?
I'm just chilling. I need to find out where my tigers are going still, so I'm still focused on that. Knowing everyone else, I guess, decided to forget about that.
No, I mean, this tigers, what you think are your tigers, or 2 tigers are being delivered to the docks, but it's not till tonight. If you left now, I guess you could probably get there by nightfall, but you would be abandoning any sort of. I'm just letting you know. I mean, you understand. You could probably reach the docks. The city's so big.
Yeah, that's
You
what
could
I'm
probably
doing.
You're
That's what my character would do too.
you're
so.
leaving.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, can you give me a nature check? We're trying to make sure you don't get lost.
Nature check.
5,
5 plus.
2. No, I 3 plus 2.
Oh, you got a 5. All right. We're gonna come back to you.
All right.
because you are now lost in Old Brown.
Oh God, the place you want to be lost.
It's all right.
All right. What are you doing, Galium?
Still outside, man.
Just
Admiring the views.
what's going on in your thoughts? You just saw Bannock run out, and as soon as you see Bannock run, he takes clearly a wrong turn somewhere.
I just kind of do one of these things and then just go back to minding my own business, waiting to get out of here.
Okay, what's going on in your thought process right now?
I don't want to share that.
Avoiding any role play.
I'm just trying to get some role play stuff out of you right now. That's what we're doing this for.
Well, I can't share anything.
They're not
Why?
in the slug. Are you guys outside of the slug?
All right, so we're gonna go back to Otter.
Otis, Otter.
And now, in comparison, before the fire, everything was calm. Now it's like a swarming anthill inside the Southland Slashers hideout, because, I mean, you're seeing dozens of people starting to funnel in at a time, and various shapes and sizes, and now, luckily, half the first army was destroyed, so a lot of the big weapons are gone. Okay, like melted. They still have some value in a fight, especially a gang fight. But for the most part, like, they're ruined. So Tristan is now talking with in his office, and he's basically trying to pry information out. He's like, "All right, what can you tell me about this? Was he with anyone? The Rattler?"
Well, the Rattler is actually not the Rattler. Is
Who
it
is it?
Otis Beardsley? Is that his name?
That is the name you know.
I don't know
yes.
how he knows that.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
You guys need to take some serious notes because, dang,
His real
Jason
name.
was probably really just banking on everyone forgetting his other aliases. All right,
He-
Otis, yes. Where'd you meet this Otis?
Otis. Well, back in the earlier parts of our adventure, before we came to the Old Brown, we'd come across in a bed and breakfast, I believe. What was it?
It's
Some
called
kind of
bread and breakfast.
bread and breakfast there, and him and a few other people that I wasn't real familiar with kind of gathered a band.
It's all like a pencil
A
sharpener.
band of brothers, so to speak, and kind of had one joint.
So, what brought you to Old Brown?
The Old Brown. I'm not allowed to say. It's very, very secret
Fine.
stuff.
Got him.
Interesting. You don't seem like a normal golem otter.
Well, I tend to think that I'm a little special myself, but I have some
Who
powers.
programmed you?
Well, it goes back to the Industrial Revolution there, or
How old are you, Otter?
it was manufactured back 100 years ago. How long ago was all
That's
the?
good. 100 years ago.
100 years ago. Kind of an old weaponry, old manufacturing,
Gotcha. So
Kinda
you're not the latest
outdated.
model.
not the
You're not
latest and greatest.
model.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. But that's good enough for Tristan. He doesn't need the latest and greatest.
Too many technological regulations on these newer bots.
So, Otter, if we captured this Otis or this Rattler, what should we do with him? I mean, he set fire to my house. He's betrayed me twice now.
I think that you could get some pretty good information. They have some journeys, some mission in they want to try to accomplish. You might be able to.
Ooh, what kind of mission?
Well, I think he wants to take you out and your band of no-gooders.
You know,
No,
I'm
no
really,
gooders. What is that supposed to mean?
I'm really disappointed he stole my map. You know, I'm just so used to standing up here and brooding over this thing, and it's gone. And it's like this table is naked without it. He also stole my ledger for scheduling for some shipments we're getting from the Dragon Lightning Group. We may need to deal with that too. or we're going to attack the slug tonight, Otter.
Okay. Do you want me to be a part of your
Oh, I want you to be
plan?
in charge.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan. I could go in as a Trojan horse type.
Ooh, yes,
Act
Otter.
like I'm escaped from you and wanted to join
Yes.
back with this gang.
A
And
historical reference I'm not familiar with. That doesn't
What is
have
this? What is this Trojan? I don't know what you're talking about, but that sounds like a good idea. You can get some information for us. Maybe even take out the Rattler from the inside. Yes, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Trojan horse. I'll write that down.
Trojan, yeah, I'll look this up later. I'm not
in the
even
right time frame or some different world.
Good, good. All right, Otter.
I think I'll start using that as a international term for something used to deceive a
Yeah,
bigger
just
picture.
skin on the inside. Good job, Otter. Very good job. You are going to be very useful.
We
Yes.
have some special buttons down below if you want to push those.
You see like this little probe come out.
I'm just gonna why don't you just get the hell out and go see what information you can pry out from the slug. Oh my god.
He's a promiscuous robot with self-awareness.
What did they originally program you for again?
Many, many special things.
Wow. All right, so you leave, thank God.
Safe spot.
Okay, I'm gone.
All right. Are you going to the slug now? He's kind of giving you directions at this point on how
I'm going to
get
the slug. Yes, I know where the slug is.
Okay.
Venturing that way.
All right, so we go back to you guys. We're going to go to Banuk. Okay? Banuk, what's going on? At this point, you've been traveling for a while, and you
Well, I
realize...
think I'm going the right way.
no, you don't even think you're going the right way at this
No.
point. So you're lost.
Well, I know I'm lost, but
I'm on the right path.
I'm sure I could. No, can I see like tall buildings, like the tall buildings?
Well, the old brown has got... I mean, you
Yeah.
could probably I guess you could climb on top, yeah.
Yeah,
on
that's
one of
what
the buildings.
yeah,
Can you
that's
give
what
me
I
an
was
athletics check?
$14.
All right. So you climb. You're climbing this, and then like a window pops open. Hey, what are you doing on my house?
I just gotta find my way around here. Don't worry.
And he kind of sees the swords and stuff. He's like, oh well, don't cause any trouble.
Yeah.
And he shuts the door. And you get at the top, and you can get your bearings straight now. You know if you head in, that direction,
Right.
you'll reach the outskirts of Old Brown.
All right, I climb down and then I tell the guy I'm leaving, just so he's not like up all night, like worrying or something like that.
Oh, all right. Have a good day.
Thank you. All right, and I start heading that direction.
All right, give me a nature check with advantage this time.
Jeez. All right.
Oh, that's
20.
20. All right. So you're going to be able to leave Old Brown, but it's going to take you several hours to leave at this point.
All right,
Okay.
I'll do it. I'm willing to do it.
All right. And then we're going to cut back to the slug. And are you still at the slug, or did you go off to...
I had a question for her.
Yes.
before.
Okay. Yes, what are you still doing here?
Graham, some of the other kids were talking. They mentioned something about Hawkwing and Update 6.0.
What is this Update 6.0 you're talking about? Look, if you want some information, your best course of action is to wait for the gathering tonight. All the gangs in Old Brown will be here. That'll be your best chance to find something. They may know something about this. I've heard this term several times, Hawkwing, and it means nothing to me.
Okay, it's just some of what the other kids have been saying. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm letting you know the gathering is probably the place you need to be if you're looking for information regarding Hawk.
Oh, I'm just a kid. I don't know if I should be at a gathering like that.
Well, I mean, most of the kids gather outside. It doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll be outside.
Okay, well, you got the letter. Please go.
Oh yes, yes. Okay, I'm gonna leave.
Okay. Do you know where you're going?
No.
Are you just gonna start walking?
What was the gang I'm looking for?
Westmore's.
Yeah,
West.
the Westmore boys.
Westmore Wars. Yeah, I guess I'll just wander around till I find some colored
Go to
bandanas.
Westmore.
We'll go west.
Go to Westmore.
I'm gonna head west.
All right, well, that's a pretty good guess. All right, and God, guys, Galium, are you still? Do you not want to do anything?
I mean,
I tell Galium to come with me.
sure, I'll go with him then, since he's probably passed out drunk. And
No,
MIA.
I have a 14 Constitution. I'm pretty good.
And what did you name? All right, so we go back to Hector. And what did you say your name was again? Hector?
Hector. Yes.
Hector, good, good. You know, you look like you're a stout fellow.
That I am.
They could use you if they decide to go to war with the South Lane Slashers.
Yes, Tristan said the same thing, but my appetite for violence is.
So you've met Tristan before.
Yes, I
You know
have.
what kind of dirtbag he is.
Yes, unfortunately. He actually asked me to do a very heinous thing to do,
What did
which
he-
I didn't do.
What did he ask you to do?
Th-
She hands you another drink.
there was some boy that I guess was talking too much, and Tristan didn't like that, and he ambiguously asked me to silence this boy.
I see. Silence him. What was he saying?
Talking about just the stuff that the Southland Slashers
Fill
would
her
do.
in.
Yeah,
Fill her in. That bastard.
generic fill-in.
So now the South Lane Slashers are abusing innocent families. Is that what's going on?
Yes, children more
Children. And he even knocked over their dinner. If he only knew how much these people struggled for food.
so. Well, I really don't think he doesn't know. I just don't think he cares.
That's a good point. I haven't thought about that. What do you think? You think we're right to take on the South Lane Slashers?
I mean,
Well, really, the way I see it, as an outsider looking in, it's after you take care of the Southland Slashers, some other asshole's just gonna get in power and do the same thing, and it's just going to be this vicious cycle until the poverty line, until the job growth in the old brown section can grow, and
It's a real shame. Ever since my husband died and I started this in, it never got any better.
what was your husband's name?
Oh, he was just a well-to-do merchant. He died 10 years ago.
What was his
His
name?
name was Robert.
What was his last
Robert Barley.
Robert Barley. You wanna write that down?
Dad has this note of all the
What?
characters.
Yes, he died 10 years ago. He never took good care of himself. The old bugger had a heart attack and died. And so I have to, being raised in Old Brown, and
What kind of merchant was he?
he was just a silk merchant. Made his fortune that way. He actually found me. I was trying to steal from him one day.
I'm gonna get hearty chuckle at the romantic story.
It's pretty much it's almost like a Nicholas Sparks kind of story. She stole from. She goes into this long story about how she stole from him or tried
He
to
chopped
steal
off
from
her hand.
He caught her, and then she had to work for him, and then after a while they fell in love, and then that's how it was. And my heart has always been in Old Brown, and after he died, and I got all the money, I decided to open up this inn. But
It's a very nice place. I do say it's a beacon in an area of darkness.
thank you, and that's why we perpetuate that the Slug is an evil place to the outsiders, because we don't want people coming in that don't belong. And I take anyone in that needs help. It doesn't matter if they're.
But you shun those who don't belong.
Who are you talking about?
No, I was just kidding.
Well, I just
I
mean
was
the
just
outsiders who
kidding.
come in.
It's just jokes.
The city of Cornwall doesn't care about these people. Look at them. Look at the houses outside. That's nothing. Cornwall means nothing to these people, and these people mean nothing to Cornwall.
Just ask.
This is all they have left sometimes. When they don't have something to eat, they'll come here. When they don't have a place to sleep, they come here. And that's why every gang treats this place as a place of peace. I am blessed and honored to say that there's been not a drop of blood shed on these floors
That'll change.
for years. Not one.
But this is where they meet to discuss shedding blood elsewhere.
Exactly. This is where they meet. It's not just shedding of blood. It's anything they need to discuss. Every gang member knows that if they need to meet, this is the place to do it, and that they will be safe here. That no violence will take part in this place. No matter what, no matter how angry they get.
What if it does?
It doesn't.
Well,
I mean, it just doesn't. It's a foreign concept to them, shedding blood on this hallowed ground.
well, I'll do what I can to help defend this place in the case of anything out of the ordinary happening.
Okay. All right. And then at that point, Otter 3.14 walks in the door.
Otter!
Where is the rattler?
He's
I
clearly, you can tell.
I
he's
just want to
clearly-
be clear that I had no idea that the plan was to leave you there. The Rattler, he split off before we even came in here. He is somewhere around here, I guess.
Sold for a bag of gold.
And who is this gentleman? And he looks at you. Or, I'm sorry. What is your name? Are you a golem?
I am a golem. Otter 314.
Interesting. You seem angry for a golem.
Yes, I have a beef with the person that I'm trying to clear up. And I thought he would be here.
Who you looking for?
If he was a name, I'm not sure of what name he
What's he
goes
look
by. He's a short of stature,
Looks burnt.
a little crispy guy, wearing kids'
Interesting.
clothes.
Interesting. He kind of fits the description of somebody else that we've heard about. A young boy came by just a few hours ago in the morning claiming that this man barged into his house. He was a member of the South Lane Slashers. Does that make sense? Does that sound like
it
this
does.
guy?
It sounds like this guy.
He said he was
yes.
very rude, very intimidating. Didn't care
You
much
know
for
what?
what other
Do
people
you
had
know
to
where
say.
he went?
No, I'm sorry. I haven't seen him.
You haven't seen him.
No.
Hmm.
No, we've been delivering letters to the gang leaders of the Old Brown. If I see him, I'll let you know.
All right, give him my calling card or Tristan's calling card.
Tristan.
No, I shouldn't say that now.
No, you already did. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
No, okay.
I just happen to have Tristan's ear in my hand as I lay it down on the bar. Escape from Tristan's grip.
Is that what you say?
That's what I'd say.
Tristan had you captive, huh?
Yes. Escaped
You escaped.
from his terrible ideas.
I'm
that he
just glad you got out of there. Here,
Took
get this.
everything.
Get this man some oil.
Dude, I bet Otter's a tank because he just is a golem.
Orisa. For some reason, I can't help but think of Orisa.
Oh, now you got me thinking.
I know.
Interesting. What were you doing? What was Tristan planning? We need to know.
Tristan is an evil guy. He wants to overthrow all the gangs.
What are they planning? Are they planning anything soon? We need to know.
I don't know. I got out of there as soon as I could in a battle.
All right. So then we cut to the Rattler and Galium, who are traveling along, and you have the map with you. So you're heading west without a problem, and this man comes out of the shadows. He's got like this green with like black spotted bandana, and he's kind of like this big muscular guy. Got a nice thick sideburns. Oi! Who you be? What you be doing in this side of town?
What side of town is this?
You be venturing over the Westmore boys' side.
Yes. Can you describe the area?
Run down, just like every other.
How about that?
There's really, I'm trying to think of anything like makes this place stick out from anything else. You see like a couple flags on the side, and they're really not flags. They're like ratty pieces of cloth that are dyed green with black spots. Kind of the same color this bandana this guy's wearing. Nobody's outside, of course. You see like some kids running around, and maybe a kid runs by you delivering a letter. He doesn't get stopped, though. He just looks at you and he's like, "What do you be doing here?"
I have a letter to deliver from Graham.
Graham?
You know, the sweet old lady from the Slug.
Ah, Tabitha.
Yes, Tabitha,
Let
that's
me
her
see
name.
the,
Sweet old gal. Takes us little kids in.
let me see the letter. He
Oh.
tries to rip it out. The gathering. This be serious times. You can tell Tabitha will be there.
Thank you.
And he flicks you a coin.
Thank you.
It's a bronze. He
Oh.
thought it was gold at first, but it's like barely a
Bite it.
copper. It bends.
Oh. Cheapskate.
All right, boys, round up. The gathering's taking part. And you see like a few other guys start to come out. It's not a very big gang. It's about 6 guys.
More of
Wow.
a startup.
Wow, this is it.
Well, this small gang is. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess anybody can start a gang nowadays, it seems.
What do you mean by that?
No.
Oh, nothing. Every hand helps, I guess.
You're very, very passive aggressive, don't you think?
I'm just a kid. It's.
Get out of here, shoo!
Has no one ever seen a goblin before?
Not here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they're like mythical creatures almost.
I was badly burned when I was little.
Oh, you're hideous.
Can you smell? Why do you smell so bad?
All right, and well, I was going to cut to Panook, but he's in the bathroom.
No roleplay with Galium.
Can I flip
Yes.
the
All right, so you guys are going to head back at this point,
Okay.
and this is your chance to talk to each other.
So what was your name again? I forget.
alien?
I'm just going to call you Gale. What's with the purse? What do you keep in it?
Items that I find on missions.
Why are you so secretive, Gale?
I don't like sharing my business
Oh.
too often.
What kind of business is that?
Something that I can't share.
I can't tell if he's really not sharing it or if he really just has no clue what he's going to say.
I mean, I know what my goals are.
Okay.
I just kind of keep a low profile.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm a PI.
Oh. Are you on a case?
Not right now, no.
Perhaps I could hire you to find somebody.
Who am I finding?
Well, she has red hair. She's an elf. Beautiful. I mean, not many elves have red hair, so I mean, I think you would recognize her if you saw her.
All right.
That's it?
Since we're like kind of joined in arms, I won't pay you, or you don't have to pay me.
Oh, well, if you insist.
So, what's her like size? Like tall, short, five.
I mean,
Waist.
she's taller than I am. She's an elf, so they're pretty tall.
What are you guys talking
Pale,
They're just having a little conversation.
old,
Too.
but looks really young.
And why is she important that I have to find her?
She's just a good friend. Thanks, Gale.
All right, we're going to cut to a chance for Otter and Gale, or not Otter, Otter and Hector to maybe role play a little, if you guys want to.
So what all do they have you do back there at the headquarters?
And then Tabitha's not paying attention at this point. She's gone off.
How'd they take care of the fire?
They had to really muster a good battle to get the flames out. It took most of all their guys, and actually that was my way out. I wasn't there too long under his capture, but as the men were fighting the flames and the meeting was going on between me and Tristan, that I had a chance to escape his evil clutches.
Would I be able to make an insight check?
He's not lying.
Did he escape
Yeah,
then?
he didn't
He helped put out the fire,
Oh, I mean, I guess if you want to.
and he didn't really escape, did he?
No.
I mean, he's not
kinda let
lying.
him go.
What?
I mean,
he
yes,
is.
make an insight check.
I am lying.
Sure.
Isn't I?
Yeah, you are. He is lying.
I mean, he's just not being 100% truthful.
Mr. DM.
What?
If he wanted to escape, he did technically escape. I mean, make an insight check. I mean, I hate PvP, but
It's not. It doesn't have to end violently.
have you seen this group?
Hector's a very rational person.
You tortured a man.
14.
You gotta make a
Bluff check.
Sauce.
what'd you get?
15.
That's a
Yeah.
success. All right.
Successful insight or success? Wait, the tie goes to the bluffer or the
I thought you
insider?
said he had a 15.
Yeah, he did.
I thought you said you had a 14.
Oh, I thought I had 15. Oh yeah, you're right. I did get 14.
Cheese it,
No,
cheese it.
you're right. You're right.
All right, so you believe everything he says.
Okay.
Boneless pizza.
Is that all I'm getting from you guys?
No, I forgot we were going after the check.
Where did the Rattler go?
You already asked me that. I don't know. I really don't.
Where did the Rattler go?
Where is he? He's around here somewhere. I believe there's a meeting of. Wait, no, I don't know anything about the gathering. I've just been sitting here at the bar talking to this kind old lady who owns the place, who used to own this place of peace. This place where a bunch of peaceful people gather, I guess. And these gangs all gather and to discuss peace. So it would really be a darn shame for anything bad to happen here, because this lady prides herself.
I won't want to be here too long because Tristan and his gang are going to be coming this way soon because they are upset about the map being taken and the shipment ledger. They did
What?
try to pull that information from me, so they're coming. They're coming.
I get the barmaid's attention.
Tabitha?
Well, I don't know her name.
Oh, okay. Yes, dear.
I just heard that Tristan is coming here. He's coming here tonight.
Tonight.
Him and the Southland Slashers plan to attack this place tonight.
Impossible. No one would betray the peace.
That's what I was told.
Who told you such nonsense?
Mr. Otter 314. I just look at
He's
him
a
in
very-
disgust, still wanting the Rattler in my grips.
Nice, Jason.
He is a kind, loving robot. He wouldn't have told me otherwise. He just really wants the Rattler.
I see. So is it true the Southland Slashers plan on attacking this place?
I think not particularly looking for this place in general, but the person that stole some of their valuable information, I think they'll be headed this way looking for that man.
I see. Well, we'll just have to rush the gathering along. We won't be able to wait for every gang to get here, but the ones that do, I think we'll just have to make do with what we have. And it's at that point we go back, Galium and the Rattler. I'm sorry, you have so many names it's hard to keep track of. Galium and the Rattler make it back. And do you guys want to do anything for the next couple
Wait,
hours?
so the Rattler makes it back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. The Rattler.
Uh-oh, I'm
Rattler
still
makes-
there.
You don't know he's in there yet.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys make it back to the slug.
I burst into the doors. Graham, the letter's been delivered.
As I turn around, I'm in that lobby area of the thing.
It's a
and
wide open area.
I just kind of say, oh God.
little steam shoots out of my vent pipes in my back of my neck.
You have a guest.
We have to talk.
Someone
Rattler.
someone's here to see you.
What's gotten into him?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Can I reach out and grab him and throw him around? Can I do
You
that?
trying to attack him? You just want to intimidate him.
Both. Kind of.
Give me an intimidation
straight-
check, I guess. So, what'd you roll?
3.
All right, and then you would make. Let's make an insight check to see.
Me?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll pass.
15.
So you're not intimidated. He was like, "Rrr," you see like steam popping out, but you're not really bothered by him.
Can you describe the bar? Like, what's it made? Like the place?
Yeah. Okay.
What's
so
it made out of?
Yeah,
The
what's it
last question you hear before it's gets set on fire.
Now I try to like
It is.
get in between.
there's
This
a-
is a place of peace.
Okay. Well, let me
I'm
first
trying
describe
to show off for
Yeah,
Tabitha.
well, let me first describe the place. But that's
Okay.
good. So, the bar is the full length of the side of the room, okay, except for like the door to the bathroom area that you were just from in the office. It's this deep, like red wood, polished floors, nice wooden tables, dozens of wooden tables, several chandeliers with candles that are magically lit.
Okay.
It's like electricity.
All right, so I'm looking around and I'm looking at Otter. It's like, whoa, 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 and I think you have the wrong guy. My name is and I look up at the chandeliers. It's like, my name is Chandler. I think you have me mistaken for somebody else.
Are you trying to roll a deception check?
Yeah.
All right.
He knows what he looks like, though. Like, perfectly.
10.
All right. Can you roll an insight check?
With advantage, maybe.
3 again.
How does he, like, okay. Like, if I
Have you changed the way you look at
I've
least?
put on different clothes.
Oh, he does look like a kid, but like
But-
your face.
But, like, if I saw you, DJ,
With
and,
different
like,
clothes.
and then, like, different clothes
No, I'm not
on,
DJ. I'm Chandler.
It's all based around this. So
Did you do anything to change your physical appearance?
I mean, I guess since he was a dirty little kid, I might have put some dirt on
Oh,
my face.
yeah, you gotta throw in the little. Yeah.
Can you give him advantage, maybe, on the inside check, since he knows what he looks like? Or
I hate when you guys fight each other. Like, why?
you're right. I mean, yeah, you're right. This is a good way to gloss it over.
Just okay. As far as you know, because the Rattler was always ahead of you or always behind you, you don't really pay attention much to him. So this looks just like some charred little boy named Chandler.
You look very, very familiar. I could have swore you were the Rattler.
You know, I get that a lot, but I'm just a little boy that's been living here most of my life, and old Brown and Graham over there's been taking care of me ever since my family was. Ever since my family was burned alive in the house that we owned.
Corey,
What?
I'm sorry, it's been an emotional week.
So
Well, no, I saw Chandler talk to Tabitha. He did change clothes.
DJ puts on business suit. That's not DJ anymore.
Just let it go.
this
Let's
is
just
why I
let it.
don't like us fighting each other.
Maybe this is a good way to end hostilities. To Otter 3.14 is going to constantly be looking for the Rattler. And it's...
We'll never find the Rattler.
Chandler's just going to join our party.
It's part of my background. I have false identity. I can create second identities that include documentation, established acquaintances, and disguises.
So you hand him
Oh.
a birth certificate?
Because I thought you only got that at level 9.
No, you get background features when you make your character.
Oh, man. I didn't know that. I'm going to make a rogue now.
No, Hector. All right, so at this point, do you want to do anything before we fast forward 2 hours?
Get a drink.
Okay, take a break.
Oh,
Yeah.
are we taking a real break?
We can take a real break.
Tinker. There's some drinks upstairs.
Can you grab me a Coke?
So we'll fast forward 2 hours. Like, what does that mean? Like, we're going to be,
You're gonna be in the inn.
and the gathering's going to be happening? Okay.
Otter's gonna be one of his lifelong goals to find the Rattler. He'll be questing along right alongside.
Why did I get a just take it very personally when I've been betrayed in any sense.
There you go. That's good.
I've lost trust with that person. But the Rattler looks very familiar. That young little schoolboy looks very familiar. Get him, Tinker.
He's tired. He doesn't want to.
Go night night.
What time was Taylor's thing this morning?
9. I think it. Well, it was starting. I mean, she
DJ,
did.
you go?
She did her event.
What? To Taylor's CrossFit thing?
I think she's done with it now, or I think it will
Did
be.
you know about it? I have no idea. Yeah, neither did I. What was it? Just like on her. What was it? It was like this CrossFit thing.
Competition thing. She participated in.
idea. She didn't tell me.
Yeah. She didn't tell me either.
She probably wanted to keep it on
Matt
the
asked me
low.
about it last night. He's like, "Are you going to Taylor's CrossFit thing?"
What?
We got caught up in discussion.
You remember DJ's Coke?
It's warm.
Oh.
What, Tinker?
Take a little sip of this.
No,
It's cool.
it's nasty.
What is it?
What do you got going on today, Jason?
One of my seniors that graduated his graduation function today.
Is that that girl that announced her love for you?
Get it? Get it?
Wait, there was a
Get
girl
it?
that announced her love for you?
Yeah, one of my seniors after she graduated sent me a love letter on Facebook.
It's romantic. Romeo and Juliet.
A little young for my taste.
I mean, she's 18, right? It's legal.
What are you talking about, Dion? Come on. He's got professional ethics that he has to
right.
kick in, no matter how. Tinker.
What are you doing?
Do you want little lollipops?
Yeah.
Tootsie Rolls.
Tinker. Tinker.
You know, we get home.
Can you have it?
No, he's had too much
You
sugar.
can have it, Mr. Tinker. I'm sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
There's a Dr. Pepper and one Pepsi left. Which one do you want? Pepsi.
I'll take the Dr. Pepper. As long as it's
Wonder
cold.
Woman on it. Wonder Woman.
She's a badass. You know, she worked. She was a was it drill sergeant or trainer for the Israeli Defense Force, and she actually fought ISIS.
Did she?
Yeah, Joel. What's her name?
Holstein.
Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot actually, you know, was a badass in real life.
Did she shoot some of the thing while she was pregnant too? I thought I heard that she was
I heard
pregnant.
it was not a bad movie.
It's really good. The best, I know the bar's not high, but like the best DC movie they've done.
Wait, are we talking about Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Such a good movie. Some of the combat was really fast paced, but it was good.
I want to see
Don't
Black
you want
Panther.
fast-paced combat though?
I,
It
wa-
seems kind of.
I want Black Panther.
Like whenever they were in the alley, she just kind of randomly got the rope out and then kind of like drug the guy back to her. It was just like out of nowhere. Like she does. Come on.
I see. Did you guys see the trailer for the Black Panther? What do you think of it, Jason?
I've got I'm friends with a couple people that are really big into like
Black Panther Party?
Black Lives Matter and stuff. Very outspoken politically and stuff, and they're all going crazy about Black Panther.
I figured.
Like, I'm gonna be so excited. Like I see all these memes now of like this is like Brothers in February 2018. It's black guys dressed up for the movie.
Now, is it a Black Panther? Or is it a?
Superhero, not the Black Panther Party.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Black Lives Matter. Were they upset or excited
They're probably
about?
excited.
Excited.
What if Black Panther was played by a white guy?
Doesn't make any sense.
That'd be so funny.
I mean, that's like saying, what if Wonder Woman were played by a man? That's just
Or the Human Torch getting played by
Well,
a
you
black
never
guy.
know. This day and age, it could
no,
be.
because I think for Wonder Woman and Black Panther, their ethnicity and gender play a bigger
Yeah,
role into
that's
the Human
true.
Torch.
But it's a funny concept.
They actually did that in a What If comic book that Marvel published called What If Black Panther Was White, and they kicked him out of the Avengers because
We need more diversity.
They-
You're just not
that's
it.
exactly what they said. And then Black Panther's argument was, well, Black Widow's not black, and they said, well, she's a woman, so
That's hilarious.
I love that comic.
That's great. All right. So 2 hours, thankfully, go by. First, we're going to go to Banuk, who now reaches the Pillar of the Lost Ones as we get close to nightfall, which is nearby the gate outside.
Don't
the
I need
city.
my portrait to get out?
That's the Pillar of the Lost
Yeah,
Ones,
that's on the Pillar of the Lost Ones.
which
I
you guys
climb
put
up?
really high
Yeah,
up.
I know.
You can climb up there, I guess. You don't need to roll.
All right, I
It's
climb
really-
up and snag it.
Snag your picture. It's new guards at the gate this time. Hello.
What's up?
That's
Just leaving
Banuk.
the sorry.
What's up?
Hello. I'm just gonna be leaving.
On God, B. On God.
Even using it with you. Yeah, hello. I'm just leaving the old brown. Here's my portrait.
I see. What were you doing in the old brown?
So some of my friends, they needed some stuff done, so I figured I'd help them. But
Sounds really shady.
Well, you got your portrait. You're not doing anything illegal, are you?
nope.
All right, open the gate. Good thing you got out of here before nightfall. This place gets really bad.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of
Yeah.
stories of it.
Ah, you heard the story about the slug?
Yes.
That's a terrible place.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible place.
All right, I'm gonna
You
just.
tell the guards so they can raid the slug. Before anything happens, everyone's arrested.
Oh wait! I can show for the south end. The south end. There,
They
there's this,
probably wouldn't do anything. It's a no-go
there's this
zone.
gang in there that's
Uh-huh.
killing innocent families and kids running the streets.
It's a real shame.
You guys should do something about it.
We don't really go into the old brown.
They're killing families. They're just slaughtering kids on the streets.
Give me a persuasion check.
7.
7? Sorry, we'd like to do something. There's terrible things that go on in there. We know, but we just can't. Not
Alright.
allowed, and there's not enough of us to reign control of the old brown.
Well, I figured I'd let you guys know, and I'll be on my way.
All right. And you're heading towards the docks at this
Wherever.
point?
I don't know. Do I know where the docks are? I could probably make my way there. Just look to the ocean.
Maybe ask the guard.
There you go.
Like in World of Warcraft when you hit nowhere
Yeah.
somewhere.
Points it out on your map.
Where are the docks at? Could you,
Yes, you're new to Coholt, aren't you?
yes.
Yeah, well, you go back to the main square. You know how to get there, right?
Nope.
Do you know where the bread and breakfast is?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's on the main square.
All right.
So once you hit the main square, you just travel south. It's straight to the docks.
All right.
All right?
Fair enough.
All right.
So I go to the main square and.
You got any plans for the autumn truce?
Well, funny story. See, I'm not from here, as you could tell.
No worries, not the only
I
person.
actually grew up with a family of tigers because my parents died. Sounds ridiculous. I'll come by here, but I'm looking for.
I'll come by here. I'll kill you.
But I'm trying to find one of my tigers that got stolen.
Really?
Yeah.
You like a zookeeper or something like that?
Nah, he just kills things for me.
Well, right. You're raised by a family of tigers. Sure. Anyway, yeah, be on your way.
All right.
There's a parade tomorrow night. There's tomorrow morning. There's a parade. Usher in the autumn truce. Some fireworks tonight, maybe.
All right. If I handle my business, I'll be here.
Well, not through this. Down the main square.
Or I'll be
parade.
there. Be there.
There'll be lots of people there. All right. So, in the period of a day since you've been gone in Old Brown, things are really starting to pack up. Okay, there's a lot of people there. Some interesting tents are being erected and stuff like that.
What?
Really, guys? I can't use the word erected.
Well, tents erected, like pitching a tent. I wasn't laughing. I'm just merely pointing out that it could be funny.
All right, and you make your way to the docks because I do not want to describe anything else. 'Cause it turns
All right.
filthy.
So
Did
I
say
got
they
the
were strange
ledger.
Tents, didn't he?
Yeah, they did.
So do I? The ledger tells me there's just 2 tigers. It doesn't.
2 tigers being imported off a boat. It tells you the name of the boat. It's the Isode.
The ISO'd.
Wait,
Yes.
why does
No.
Tristan have the,
Why
have the
not?
ledger?
What?
Why does Tristan have the ledger?
This is a different ledger.
Oh.
This is this is.
I'm gonna look for a ship because I'm assuming most ships have some sort of name.
Oh yeah, they all
identification.
do.
I'm gonna look for the ship.
You
that
found it.
says-
The Isode's right there.
Ah.
They're unpacking a bunch of stuff to it, like big crates and stuff. You have some golems just carrying them out, just like
Can I do like a perception check?
yeah. What are you looking for?
Just a box that would look like.
Shaped like tigers.
shaped like-
I need a little bit more than that.
Maybe sounds that tigers could be making.
I don't know. Maybe
You
maybe
know,
my tiger.
Smell, tiger smells.
You know the smell of a tiger?
Tiger dung.
Yeah.
Maybe- Yeah, I'm gonna just use all my senses to figure out because I grew up with tigers, so
Right.
I'm assuming I could figure out the
Okay.
littlest of things.
You know, if he was raised by such tigers, he might. You know how tiger and cats do that pheromone thing when they rub their face, so he might know what his tigers smell like.
Yes.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
Didn't sound like a good roll.
It's a roll.
I know.
Is it perception or investigation?
It's investigation
7.
because you're looking for something
I,
specific.
I didn't even roll.
7. All right. Well, you're gonna be able to find something, but it's gonna take you like another hour to scour because you're basically trying to be very nonchalant about walking
Yeah.
through this stuff, and you see boxes go by, and you're like, la la la,
Yeah.
no big deal, just walking along. And so we're gonna cut back to the others at the start of the gathering. Thanks, Jason.
Yes.
And what the gathering is now is what you see now are the hundreds of gang leaders.
I was afraid there'd just be like 6 people there from the Westmoreland.
The Westmore boys, just a gang of 6 against the Southland Slashers. No, they're actually a smaller gang
Okay.
compared to what's normal, a normal size. What you have now are all the gang leaders of the Old Brown, or not all of them because we've had to rush this through because Southland Slashers are attacking tonight. But you see at least 50 to 60 just gang leaders. Okay, those aren't the actual gangs, and they're gathered around. They're all sitting at the tables, and there's a lot of talk and chatter going on. And what are you guys doing? They're not discussing. It's not been reined in official yet. But what would you be doing as these guys are all sitting down? They're having drinks. They're eating a little bit. They're chatting amongst other gang leaders. What would you be doing during this time, Rattler?
Chandler.
Chandler. Sorry. Chandler.
Better not.
Can I head towards the Westmore boys?
Yes.
I want to go talk to their leader.
Hey, you were the one that delivered the letter, weren't you?
Yes, that was me. Thank you for
Ah.
remembering. I've come for
Can I be with him?
sure.
I'm gonna be with him.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
You were with them, weren't you?
I was.
Great, great. Thanks for that, by the way.
Yeah, no, don't mention it. But I was here because Tabitha happened to mention to me that some of the other gangs, you included, might have some information about something that I was looking into.
What are you looking for?
Information about Hawkwing or Update 6.0.
Hawkwing. Hawkwing. Is that a gang?
No. What about Update 6.0?
That sounds too technological for me.
Is there someone smarter than you that would be here at this
Oh,
gathering?
buck off!
Wait, are you the leader?
Of the Westmore boys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Come on, did the tall size and the big sideburns not give it away for you?
The description, period.
Yeah.
Sound like a low life.
Gail, come here.
Yes.
Someone here has to have information about Hawkwing or Update 6.0.
Guess we gotta find him.
I know, we need to start asking around. You investigate. You interrogate the next guy. I've got your back.
Give me.
Interrogate.
That's what I do best.
You're a PI. You discover information.
It's true. It's true. All right. So, do I see anybody else with the green black dots?
Oh,
Does
yeah.
it have to be a Westmore boy?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, why would
I just went to them because I thought they would remember me.
they did? But
It didn't help.
The leader didn't know
Do you
anything.
think-
So.
Do you think we would have a better chance waiting for like the gathering and then ask all the leaders in the area?
Or isn't the gathering kind of happening right
well,
now?
this is the preliminary stuff to the
I
gathering.
think you meant like get up on like a table and ask everybody at one time. Oh, I mean, if that's what you think, I'm deferring my judgment to you, the professional PI.
It would just be easier since they're all in that little area. We don't have to like
All right,
go
then,
around the
yeah,
entire
I'm gonna like
city.
usher him up onto a table. It's like good idea. Let's get this over with.
Oh, right now.
Yeah, right now.
Are we at the,
Well, the you're in where the gathering is going to take place, but the gathering hasn't started yet.
so we gotta wait for the gathering to start.
You just like
Like,
I know, like there's
just
people
like
in there, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
there are a
so
bunch of
that's
people.
like
Yeah.
since
Okay.
everybody's in here, I want him to make a loud announcement.
Yeah.
So I'm
Alright.
like, attention everyone! And then I like sort of like duck down.
Oh.
You got this.
I lean to the guy next to me. This is gonna be good.
Does anybody here know about the words Hawkwing or update 6.0? 6.0.
Everyone's just
Anyone.
looking at you in silence.
That happened really
Yeah, oh,
when I
yeah,
spurred. Just as it was quiet, I just let out a
Very
big bell.
important. We need to know about it.
What do you need to know about Hawkwing?
Do you have information?
And this guy walks on stage, and he's bloodied. He's got some dry blood on him, and some all torn up clothes, and he's got like a crutch. I know something about Hawkwing.
Ooh.
Alright, let's
Is there someone more capable?
I would point you in the right direction, but they were all killed.
Oh well.
The old Brown boys know about Hawkwing.
What gang is he in? Like, does he have a bandana?
He's in the old Brown boys.
Oh, okay.
He's probably the last member of the old Brown boys.
Well, let's go to a room and talk a little bit.
Not yet. Not before the gathering.
Alright.
Just talk at the table.
Okay.
If you wait till after the gathering, you'd be killed.
Let's go to the very back corner table over there.
After buy him drink.
We have.
God, leave. Never mind.
Not your turn.
Graham, 3 drinks.
She's doing her best to give everyone. I mean, you got 60
Graham!
people. Not me, Graham. 3 drinks, honey. You're a child.
Knowing that Hawkwing is an important figure for me too, or well, I know it's a group thing. I kind of walk over there with an extra ale, and I saw how bloodied this guy was. I walk up to him. Here, you look like you could use this.
Thank you.
And then I kind of, I don't know if I offer to help him over to the table because he looks injured.
Yeah, definitely looks injured. What happened to Bannock?
I don't know.
Good question. Maybe he's gonna like it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on the bathroom.
Otter, what are you doing during this?
I am getting rid of Tinker.
He was just like
I'm
Corey.
listening, paying attention to the surroundings of all the new gangs coming in. I don't really have any information on the 6.0. Just kind of observing,
Okay.
see if anything happens.
All right. All right. So you guys are sitting at the table with this guy. He's taking a drink. What do you need to know?
All right, Gale, use your PI powers, but speak slowly. He doesn't look like he's all there.
What does Hawkwing mean? I'm just joking. What does Hawkwing mean?
Hawkwing, Project Hawkwing is our attempt to undermine Dragon Lightning. Or was our attempt to undermine Dragon Lightning.
Undermine as in what were you going to do?
We got to take him down. That's what Update 6.0 is about. Update 6.0 is Dragon Lightning's attempt to take over every golem in this city. They've been trying.
Cyberdyne.
They've been trying long before Korholt, though. They tried their luck in New Brennan.
Right.
New Brennan. I always did that, didn't I?
Yes.
New Brennan. But we stopped them. After we stopped them, the leader, Dragon Lightning, and the mayor of New Brennan tried to take us all captive or kill us all. Fortunately, a lot of us were smuggled out. We were smuggled out and sent here. If we weren't smuggled out, we'd probably all be dead. And now, Dragon Lightning's trying to do the same thing, except on a bigger scale to Corehold, thinking that they've taken care of everyone on the inside.
So was that the whole purpose of the brown bag boys?
Old brown boys.
Oh, brown boys.
The brown bag boys are alcoholics.
Was it a group to just undermine Dragon Lightning?
We were hiding out here in Old Brown. We were trying to find a place that they'd never find us, so we could work from the shadows. Unfortunately, they found out.
Do you know of any other surviving members?
No.
What about outside of Corehold?
Are you asking for people that know Project Hawkwing outside of Corehold?
Yeah, friends of the brown bag boys outside of Corehold.
The only friends we may have we've lost contact with a couple days ago, actually inside Dragon Lightning. Those are the people that we were working with. We were given the information we had from New Brannon to give to them to help undermine the project.
Do you have any names?
Update 6.0. Do you have any names?
Any names that I can?
How can I trust you? How do I know that you're working with us?
Because we're all that you've got.
We're the last hope, I'd say.
I'm a follower of St. Cuthbert. I don't lie.
And I'm just a child.
Chandler.
As he downs a cup of ale.
I've got a name for you, but this guy's deep undercover.
Deep throat.
Oh wait,
No.
is deep undercover his first or last?
Turns out it was one of the Dragon Lightning guys that we killed in the beginning of the story. That's why they lost contact when he's dead.
No.
No, that
No.
sucked.
I don't know his real name, but he goes by the name Arthur Chaucer.
Arthur Chaucer. So this is the guy that works for Dragon Lightning,
He's in Dragon Lightning,
but he's
in-
like your contact.
in the developmental department of Dragon Lightning.
Do you know what he looks like?
Yes.
What if it's
Muscular build. He's got pockmarked red skin.
red skin?
Yes. Auburn hair, brown eyes. We've met once.
Auburn hair. We could have described. What color is auburn?
Brown.
Why don't you just say brown then?
I'm sorry. I'm a scientist by trade. It's descriptive.
I understood you. It's okay.
Thank you.
So he works for Hawkwing.
He works for Dragon Lightning.
Well, I mean, like I know
Yes.
that, but he's like a undercover agent.
Yes. In
Okay.
Project Hawkwing.
Arthur what?
Chaucer.
Arthur Chaucer.
Alright. I kind of just want to like start making my way out of Old Brown and like whatever.
So where do you think we could? How do you think we could get in touch with Arthur Chaucer?
That's a good guess.
I mean,
The
sorry.
yeah. No, go ahead.
I mean, he stands out. I mean, he's got red skin and he's really muscular and tall.
Wait, I'm assuming that the old lady didn't say anything to these guys about the attack that's supposed to happen here in a couple hours.
What? No, she hasn't said anything yet. The gathering hasn't started yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we should probably alarm them. So whenever Tristan gets here, we, mess him up.
You guys can't leave me here to die.
We'll take you with us.
And what about these people?
We have to. They're about to get the Southland Slashes are attacking here tonight. We are telling everyone, and there will be a battle for the Old Brown. Will happen right here.
And what are you going to do?
Fight.
The South Lane Slashers are working with Dragon Lightning. They're being paid by Dragon Lightning. That's why the attack.
Wait, is he here?
Yeah, everyone's here.
You hear that?
I don't know this old man telling us these stories very well.
But does the Dragon Lightning's description of, because he has like some code
It's just the code
with about like operate, what was it?
Project
Project
Hawkwing.
No, not Project Hawkwing.
Update
Update
6.0.
6.0. Didn't he get flashbacks or whatever like at the
I'm a
beginning?
gnome
Of-
putting the stuff inside of him.
Is any of this
basically
like the stuff that the old guy's telling him?
Old Brown.
Is any of it connecting to where it might show that he's telling the truth to Otter 3.14? Is any of the descriptions that this guy, what's this guy's name?
What?
We don't know. What's this guy's name?
We
don't
didn't
know.
ask. You didn't ask his name.
Doesn't matter.
Is any of it making sense to memories that Otter 3.14 might be having? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, so you're asking if Otter, if you recollect any of this information.
Yes.
Just about Project Hawkwing and Update 6.0. It was an effort to undermine, but you
I think I know. I do internally know more about 6.0 and Otter.
You
I
know
mean,
that it's an effort to take over all
yes,
the
I
worlds.
do know that. Yes,
Yes. But he's not able to confirm or deny
I don't trust this guy.
any of this stuff. You can make an insight check to see if he's telling. Anyone wants to make an insight check?
I'll make an inside check.
You have to make it now.
I got you.
And if you do the insight check, you can't pay attention to anything going on around you.
What?
Well, because you're really focused on trying to decide whether this guy's telling the truth or not.
What are we trying to like? What did he say that they're trying to?
They're trying to make sure he's telling the truth.
Well,
About-
no, I was saying
about
that for
the
him.
insider agent, like the agent on the inside.
I know. What are you trying to find out he's telling the truth about?
He doesn't believe him. He'd be the
detail,
one.
the
making-
detail of what he's saying.
Okay, make an insight check then.
Dad, you need to see me.
Two.
Dad, you're upset with 2 threes and a
You
2.
think he is lying?
I think he's lying.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just leery then. Yes.
Jeez.
What do I do with that? Just know that I don't
You just think
trust
he's
him.
lying. You don't know, but you think.
You got 2 threes and a 2.
Roll another dice, Dad, just to see what happens.
No, the other dice.
Oh.
The other dice.
Dad's got weighted dice over
Keep
it.
that dice.
20.
Keep that dice.
This dice right here is carrying me through a lot.
Okay. You get attached to dice, do you?
Yes, that's
You learn
huge
real-
part.
You learn that dice betray you.
duddy. Twos
Yeah.
and threes.
At that point, Tabitha goes on this little stage she set up, and she's like, I call to order the gathering to discuss the fate of the South Lane Slashers.
Boo! South Lane Slashers.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what goes on everyone else. You start a nice little ruckus. Boom! The South Lane Slashers. Before us, we have 2 people, 2 young boys brought to our attention some of the deeds of the South Lane Slashers.
Jeez.
Young boys. I'm an old man. I'm not an old man,
Not
but
you.
He's not, he's not one of the boys that I like kicked his meal over.
oh.
Is his body been found, or is he awake?
I don't know, Jason, how bad you beat him up?
Well, enough to knock him unconscious.
Give him a little.
All right. So, what's your new name? Chandler?
Chandler.
That didn't pick up at the mic at all. So, one boy comes up, and you immediately recognize this boy as the boy who you harassed with his family and kicked over their dinner.
I sort of like slink behind someone. Well, anybody's taller than me. Someone.
My name is Gavin. My mother and I and my sister were just having dinner when a member of the South Lane Slashers barged into our house, kicked over our dinner for no reason. And everyone's like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." Why would they do such a terrible thing?
No idea.
They deserve to be punished.
From behind the tall person's like, probably because food looked like crap.
That's all we had. Yeah, that's all I had. And then on the other side of the room, another boy stands on a table. They can't all be bad. They helped put out a fire at our house that started in the middle of a fight.
What?
You guys put on those bandanas? Oh, fire out. They helped us. We can't fight them. They're too strong already. But they can be helpful if we want them to be.
That was probably the Rattler. I heard he's a pretty cool guy.
At this point, because Otter, the 2 hours, has been looking for the Rattler and asking everybody, the Rattler's got a very negative connotation in Old Brown now. And another guy stands up, and as you can tell, people are talking and screaming over each other. The room is pretty evenly divided on what to do. Some people are calling for peace. No, we can't fight them.
I stand up. The Southland Slashers, whether you mean for them to help us or not, plan to attack this place tonight.
And there's like a murmur, a soft murmur. Oh, tonight.
With everyone inside, all of you.
They can't. No one will betray the peace of the slug.
Do you really think the Southland Slashers are the kinds of people to honor anything but death and thievery?
And he slinks back down. Obviously, the point has been made.
I'm only working for Dragon. Wait, no.
No,
do that,
don't
never mind.
just shut up.
Then what are we to do? They have better weapons, better everything.
We destroyed them. Most of them.
But how? They're too strong.
They can't be everywhere all at once. How about we just leave this place? Go have the meeting somewhere else.
This is the slug. This is our home. This is Tabitha's.
Then we'll fight to defend it, but you don't have the balls.
That's what you said?
Yes.
Damn.
Does everyone have to roast him?
Damn.
Well, I mean, I called him out because he's talking from a point of hopelessness, and
We're not hopeless. We're just scared. Don't you see? Didn't you see what they did to the Old Brown boys? That was the biggest gang in Old Brown, and they're crippled. They're nothing now. What will we? There's 6 here, 8 there.
what do you want to do? Join them? Cower in fear your whole lives?
What else can we do?
Fight. Fight them. Ride out and meet them.
But what would that look like? We have no leadership. We're hundreds of gangs. Some of us 3 men. The Westmore boys are 6 men.
We carry one color.
Pretty good.
I like that color, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And who's going to lead us? Who trusts anybody here?
We come together and decide that for ourselves. I'd say I do it, but half you don't trust me, and the other half don't trust the other. So we have to come together if we mean to survive.
And now,
Throughout history, mutual benefits have driven people together and succeeded at the most insurmountable odds.
all right, give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Persuade.
Come on, you have to roll.
No, well, it doesn't. It's whatever the dice say, because I have no bonus to this whatsoever. 8.
Advantage. That was a beautiful speech.
We'll give you an advantage because it was a pretty good.
Use your
speech.
inspiration.
Yeah, use your inspiration.
Do I have an inspiration?
We all got
We all
inspiration
have
on the very first
inspiration,
game.
yes.
Okay, what do I get? +4 or plus
No,
1d4?
you can cash it in and use it for advantage.
Okay.
Cash it in for double.
No, I'm not gonna cash it in because he already said I have advantage because it was a good speech.
There you go.
Cash it in.
So can I get?
Double
I'm not gonna
advantage.
use this dice anymore. I know. Go with green has been a thing for.
I got you. That's the 20-sided dice.
Do I? Can I cash my thing in to roll it again?
What did you get?
I rolled an 8 first, then a 6, then a 4.
Well, the room's still split pretty evenly. Like, your speech while moving hasn't done much to move the dial for peace or war. Okay.
How? They plan to kill everyone, regardless.
Not if we strike for peace.
Peace? They don't. They want to kill everyone tonight. Where do you see peace coming out of that?
We can negotiate.
Negotiate what? They're not even willing to talk. They literally, without talking, are going to come in here and try and murder everyone. There is no logic in that.
Tinker.
And the guy that you're arguing with starts to break down. It's like, my family was killed by the Southland Slashers. What? What is Tinker doing?
They're
Go
like,
outside.
Rattler, what are you doing? He's giving his speech.
Chandler.
Chandler.
Listen.
I'm gonna talk to the old man some more.
Okay.
So, out of character. So the old brown, they were Hawkwing or
They were part of Project
Okay.
Yes.
So old timer.
You're talking during the middle of this debate and stuff?
Yeah, I don't care about all that.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. We're just gonna slow
How deeply involved were you with Hawkwing? Did you have contacts outside of Corholt?
Yes, I was originally from New Brannon.
Oh, have you heard any word about Tanya?
Tanya. The last contact I had was she telling me that I was going to be led out of New Brannon by one of her associates on the train.
Did she say where she was going?
She didn't say anything. We tried to remain as secretive as possible. She said she'd eventually find us, but
And what was your name?
what was my name?
Yeah.
Why do you want to know my name?
Well, you've been so helpful. I want to be able to thank the man who's helped me.
Wait, is Tanya the girl I'm looking for?
Yes.
Alright.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Cassius.
Thank you, Cassius. You've been no help at all.
Why are you searching for Tanya?
It's unimportant. You just
It hasn't been
live out the
sure.
rest of your days and hobble on out of here.
All right, we'll cut back to Galen. What are you doing during this speech? Like, he's speaking and you're sitting down. What do you want to do while he's giving his speech? You could do anything that maybe could help him some way.
I kind of say, well, if you guys
Maybe bring up that the Southland Slashers are.
Let him go.
let me go. I'm just gonna like stand up and say, if you guys aren't willing to fight, I'm just gonna leave now so I don't die.
Yeah, that'll work. Just if they don't want to fight, everyone just run away, right? Good. That'll help our numbers out tremendously.
No, I'm kidding.
Self-preservation.
Don't worry. God, I don't know what to do actually. I mean, you've already covered all the points.
The Southland Slashers are working with Dragon Lightning. What are you if you're not fighting the authority here? And Southland Slashers are working with the authority to bring the Brown into the fold.
And the crowd's quiet. They're listening. They're grasping to your every word at this point. You can tell they're close to wanting to fight. They just need that little bit of inspiration. Who could lead us?
I can!
Anybody else want to lead too?
I can.
Sure. I don't want a power struggle here. We're doing this.
I
Yeah, I
got
was just saying you got multiple leaders.
I got two abilities, but I can lead.
Maybe I think this might be a party thing, like everyone in the
He's
party.
not even there. Okay. All right. And Chandler's not going to stand up at all.
I'd pick him
Well,
up.
no,
Otter.
Otter can. Otter, say I
He
can.
has to get in the
So you stand up, and everyone looks.
No, he does a little like magic missile thing. I can't.
And so at that point, the leader of the Westmore boys stand up. I will follow you.
You have my sword.
And then somebody else stands up, and they're like, I will follow you. And then they all start standing up, and next thing you know,
The King of the North.
That's what I was
it's from Gangs of New York.
I like that.
And we stop at the end with everyone standing up, ready. All their attention's drawn to you all as you prepare for war.
All right.
The end.
We need.